If nothing else, this ought to be an image we send to Washington, D.C. There are times to fight. There are times when you can't agree. And there are times when philosophical differences truly do separate you to the point that good, healthy debate exchange is part of the American process. But that doesn't preclude the times that when you can agree, and when it is something that there are no philosophical differences about, that you ought to be willing to demonstrate that you're more interested in taking care of business for your people than making political points or particular gains. I want to congratulate Will, and I want to congratulate Doyle for their leadership, and for all the senators and representatives from both parties who are present for their leadership, the Speaker specifically for his leadership, because we're here today to announce that I'm going to sign a proclamation here in a minute, and call a special election for November the 8th to renew the Garvey Bond program. And I think the important and operative word here is renew. This is not a new tax. This is the passage or the failure of this program doesn't increase or decrease anybody's taxes. This is separate and apart from any tax change. If this is not passed by the voters, the taxes remain the same. If this is passed by the voters, the taxes remain the same. This is an efficient way, a very efficient way, as we found out from the 1999 issue, a very efficient way to address the maintenance and repairs and upkeep of our interstate highway program. It's also one that's designed with the considerations in mind of potential reductions in federal monies for the program. It's a conservative approach. The bonds will be issued up to a limit, but not necessarily to that limit, based upon construction schedules, based upon needs, and based upon appropriate revenue. But it is an extension and continuation of what has been very successful. Bobby, I think you sponsored it originally back in the 90s for Governor Huckabee. It is the way in which you can get in today's dollars, absence of inflation, and with the economy of scale, with projects being large enough that you can get a better bang for your buck, the opportunity to repair and enhance the maintenance of our interstate highways. It also has an ancillary effect, because to the extent that this addresses some of those needs and some of those issues, it actually frees up other money that can be used on non-interstate highways and or on new construction or actual expansion of existing highways. So it's one of those situations where the voters of Arkansas liked this program back in the late 90s. We paid off, or about to totally paid off, I guess, those bonds. And it is a mechanism designed to efficiently be able to repair our highways. I think we did about 350 miles, did we not, before? And this contemplates up to, again, this is a max. It's not necessarily cut in stone, because we have to see how the revenues flow, but up to 300 additional miles of interstate repair. Hopefully taking care of all the rest of that stuff that wasn't taken care of the first time. I think that that's all I'm supposed to say.